The Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao. This is chapter 1 of the Tao Te Ching, and I think Lao Tzu and his quote is very applicable to why your emails are not converting and what is conversion in the first place. So the title of this video is going to be like the 7 reasons why your emails are not converting, and it's going to be very different than all the other videos that you're going to be watching on YouTube, because they're going to be talking about all of these tactical things which will lead to marginal gains. So just as a fun thought experiment, okay? So before I get into the real reasons why your emails are not converting, I asked ChatGPT to write me a script about this video, and I wanted to like kind of live react to what these points are, because it made some good points, and it's probably what the other guys on YouTube are going to be making, but it's going to be leading to marginal gains. So it's going to be all tactical. All right. So writing like a robot. So in my experience, yeah, like right now, ChatGPT, all of this stuff is gonna, write not like a human, something like this, which is gonna make people feel maybe not the best. But okay, so we're talking about e-commerce. Okay, so this is not. So like if you're an info product, like let's say you sell an info product and it's around your personal brand, it's dating coaching, it's fitness coaching, something like that, and then your copy, the main point of your emails is going to be your copy, or there's not going to be images, because if you're selling information, or if you do have images, you shouldn't in an information product. The point I'm trying to make is in e-commerce, let's not over grandiose copywriting. Okay, like copywriting is great, it's fun, like especially if your brand has a personality. For my clients, a lot of my clients have a big personality, and their brand, and we do excellent copywriting because it makes a marginal gain. Okay, but if you're watching this video, you're not, like, that means that there's something holistically wrong. Okay, so you're looking for like a 20, 30, 100% increase in your conversions, which you're not going to find in these tactical uh, suggestions. Okay, like write better copy. Like you're not really talking to their why. Like why are they buying this? Like people don't care. Like is there a button? Does it work? And if it does, better copy, it's gonna increase your conversions by 1 to 5%. And 1% 5 to 5%, by the way, it doesn't mean that your click rate will go from 0 to 5. It means it's gonna go from 1% to 1.05%. Okay. So just know that. And this is going to be the case for every other point that ChatGPT and all of the other email guys are talking about. Because I wish e-commerce email marketing was as difficult as it is. Like it is difficult. There's a lot of things that go into it, but it's about like knowing when to keep things simple, because life can be simple, but it's difficult to keep it simple. No personalization. So this one, once again, so I have tested a million times to, let's say, break up an email list of 10,000 people into groups of 500, like based on what they were buying and stuff. And it meant that then we needed to send, instead of sending 10 campaigns per month that are like kind of maybe a bit more generic, but it talks to everyone, like it's kind of relevant to everyone. There's a button, because a lot of e-commerce, email marketing is reminding people that you exist. All right, that store that I almost bought something, or I wanted to buy this thing. It's a reminder. You're a reminder. Okay, let's not over, um, you know, let's not over grandiose this what we're doing here. Okay, is there text? Is there a typo in the text? By the way, very interesting point. So in email marketing, there's no such thing as urgency. That's just my opinion. Like nobody's gonna, like, lives don't depend on email marketing. Okay, so the worst thing that can happen from my perspective as e-commerce email marketing agency owner is we send an email where there's a mistake, right? Like there's a typo, there's wrong information, something like this. But there's a hidden benefit to this, which is then it gives us an opportunity to send an I'm sorry email, which is the greatest of all time at making conversions, by the way. All right. Um, so personalization, if you know their first name and, for example, abandoned cart makes a lot of sense to add a dynamic product block. But with campaigns, like if you make 100K, um, and I mean, yeah, you can try to send personalized emails. What does that mean? Let's really break it down what it means, okay? So you have two options. Two options. Hopefully it's not going to be italic. So this is the funny thing about personalization. So I presented two options here. Option one, which is what I usually recommend, unless you make over 200, 300K per month, where, like for them, like, yeah, it makes sense to send more campaigns and breaking up the segments a bit more. But if you have less than 20K subscribers, I think this makes more sense for you. Send 10 emails around your blog, something about your bestseller, like maybe a new angle about your bestseller. Like, for example, I have a client, supplements niche. There's 9 ingredients to this supplement. And so we are sending like a new email about every like ingredient and just testing like which angle is the strongest, something along those lines. And in this case, let's say your list is really engaged, you keep it really clean because you watched my list cleaning video and all of that stuff. So people receive 10 emails a month, right? Compared to that, you could also do the more personalized route, which is the recommendation here. Send 30 emails per month. People actually like people on your list, and let's say you send it to like everyone, you really break it down, but people still receive about 10 per month, but they are a little bit more personalized, like, hey, you bought this, do you want to get this? The problem with this is now you're going to be paying your agency 3 times more. Okay. Which you can do, like we can do it, let's do it. But I just don't think, because of how e-commerce stores work at this level of, let's say, under 200K, you're going to be thinking about the ROI. And this, the marginal benefit of the emails being a little bit more personalized, even though I've seen them not being that much better, if at all, um, you're just increased how much you're paying for these. Okay, so that's that. Your offer sucks. So this is not really e-commerce specific, in my opinion. Yeah, I think urgency works. We all know that, but I wouldn't overdo it. Like I would do like one sale event per month, because otherwise, if all of your emails have urgency, for example, that's bad. Then you don't you if all of your emails have urgency, then none of your emails have urgency. If all of your emails have scarcity, which is like, hey, it's about to run out, then none of your emails have scarcity. Okay, because people are smart, they get used to it. Especially if they read a lot of your emails. So CTA point. So this is something that I don't. So out of these reasons so far, I don't mind it that much, because I've definitely noticed. Um, Actually, I disagree with this point. Like, no one cares. I think they care. Like, I think people want to be told what to do. The best CTAs ever are click here to get 10% off. Like, you tell them what to do. It's incredible. Once again, let me just remind you of the abandoned cart email number one of Beard Brand, an 8-figure brand from the US. Why do you think this email converts? I'll let you have a think about it. It's, yes, is the call to action button. It really stands out, but we're about to cover a couple other topics that are actually also really important. Okay, so let's actually go into the main slides that I've prepared, because I'm becoming really professional with this stuff. So reason number one, you have the wrong expectations. Like, converting compared to what? Like, oh, my friend's conversion rate is higher, and who cares? Like every store is different. And by the way, if your conversion rate on your emails is high, that means you're not sending to enough people. Okay, that means you're only, like, I could make the conversion rate of all of my clients really high, above 1%. Like, by the way, 1% place order rate in e-commerce is insanely high. Okay. And if you're getting 1%, that means you should send to more people, because I can get it up to 1%, no problem. I'm going to be sending to the top 10 biggest buyers on your list out of 10,000, the top 10, just the top 10 people, not top 10%, top 10 people, that will convert. That will be an amazing conversion rate, amazing click rate. They're going to open it. And these numbers, which Klaviyo shows you here, which is going to, if we're doing proper segmentation strategy, it's going to look like this because Klaviyo wants to screw me, and he wants to make you send more emails and make clients ask me why is the average click rate lower? Like it's 0.07%, and Klaviyo somehow decided that 1% click rate is good because that's a nice number. In reality, in e-commerce, the average is like 0.5. Okay, in most niches. So, wrong expectations, your list is unengaged or just not really warmed up yet. I recently had a call with someone who they started a store 3 months ago and he was complaining that their conversion rate wasn't high. And I'm like, bro, like you started this 2 months ago. And yes, like it happens a million times, by the way, where we're applying the same principles for a store in the same country, selling the same products. And for some reason, for some magic reason, in the first 1 month, it just the emails weren't converting. Email domains weren't that warmed up. People aren't used to us emailing them, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden it doubled. Like a lot of times, it does actually come down to patience, which is the moment when all of you have decided to end this video. But this is the truth, okay? Um, Variance, really big, okay? Hey, why did like there's this client where we're doing a drop every week and we're sending pretty much to the same segments because the list is really well cleaned and engaged. And why would we send to less people? Like, what do you think will increase sales more? Like the amount of money you make from an email, sending to more people, or making the copy a little bit more personalized? And obviously, it's like sending it to two more people on a 100K list might not make that big of a difference as more personalization. But if you really think about it logically, sending to more people will make more sales. Okay. Like that's just the reality. I would love it. I would love it if it was the other way around because then I could charge higher prices. I could position differently and all of this. But I've tested it and as I said, if you really want to do it, you really want to stand out, you really want to be one of those brands that are really personalized, let's do it. Pay me more, pay me 3 times more. I'll send you 30 emails a month. No problem. Just the ROI is not going to be as good as sending 10 and for 3 times less price. And this is just the reality. Most agencies will be pricing based on like scope of work because it's really connected to how much money we make. I wanted to make this point as well. I wanted to make it 7 reasons because I wrote down 7 things in here. Also, it's a nice number. I think in Buddhism, it's a big number, 7. Your buttons aren't working or something equally stupid. This is something I wrote down. So a quick point that I wanted to make here is so many people focus on like, oh, look, your emails aren't personalized enough. Your emails aren't, your copy doesn't speak to their soul. And in the meantime, their buttons will not be working, or it's the wrong logo, or maybe there is a logo and maybe there shouldn't be. Maybe you can test just text emails. I would always be encouraging everyone to be doing text emails, unless you're a luxury jewelry brand or luxury fashion, maybe luxury home decor, like interior design, like selling expensive couches. And that's about it. Okay, like maybe skincare, like you can add those GIFs where, people have glowing skin, maybe. But even that one, actually skincare, I would love a little bit more storytelling. And that's where, yes, we do the storytelling, but it's marginal. Okay, so if you got anything out of this video, just realize that all of these tricks are only going to lead to marginal benefits. Okay, and yes, the main point that I'm making is more macro level. Like, let's say your list is bad, which you might say like, oh, Ben, but you're saying this because that's out of your control, so you're blaming me for having a bad list, whereas maybe you could do stuff right. And we do it. Okay, like I'm already doing all of the other stuff. I'm just telling you that this is the thing that the other guys on YouTube will not tell you, and the reason why also they get more views and more longer watch time probably. But this is the reality of the situation. I worked with over 10 different, like I was inside, because I only have this agency for a couple of years now, but I've been doing email marketing for e-commerce for 8 years, and I worked with over 10 e-commerce specific email marketing agencies. Some of them 200, 300K per month, some of them even bigger. Let's not name them. I've seen how they segment. I've seen what they do. This is what everyone is doing. Okay, like yeah, there's some like slight differences with how advanced people are with segments and all of this, but in the grand scheme of things, this is what makes sense. And the reason why it's funny is because when I'm having a sales call with you and I'm looking to sell you my services, I might tell you that yeah, we can do like expected date of next order and a lot of these things that can make marginal gains, but it's very important that you have the right expectations. Okay, and let's have some patience. Let's, if your emails aren't converting that much right now, but you're doing the things that based on your understanding. By the way, I'm happy to, if you make at least 50K a month, happy to do free audit of your emails. You will get a lot of value out of it. And yeah, I mean, I might tell you if you ask me like how pricing works, but there's no expectations. I'm not going to make you feel bad on a call if you jump on and you don't want to work with me. I would appreciate it if you let me know in advance if you already know it. Okay. But that's about it. Happy to do an audit if you're at that level. If you're under that and you're already sending emails, then the answer is don't worry, just scale. Don't worry about the emails too much. If you have some basic stuff set up, if you watched my other videos with all of the flows, all of these things, great. Just focus on scaling. Focus on reducing your delivery time from 50 days or something. Like make it better. Okay, make the products better. Scale, continue scaling. Even if you started 6 months ago, okay, 6 months is not a long time. Okay, continue patience, sit down, work, have a coffee, have some salmon. Salmon is really good for you. And just be patient. And when you're above 50K, reach out to me and I'll do an audit and I'll tell you what to do. Recently, I just finished recording a video for someone where I told them, don't work with me right now. Like, let's talk in 3-4 months because financially it's not going to make sense for you. And you shouldn't even like worry about this. It's just all of these gurus is listening to Alex Hormuz. Like, hey, you should be, if you don't have 1 meal right now, you're a piece of garbage, like it's all of that. Don't worry, just sleep. You can sleep, it's fine. And do that. And that was the video. 7 reasons why your Klaviyo emails are not converting, or maybe they are converting, you just have bad expectations. And I hope it gave you some more perspective on this issue. Hopefully something different than the other stuff you were listening to. And that was the video. Please like, subscribe, comment, all of this good stuff. I love you if you got this far in the video or the podcast episode. Bye.